My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO. On this vlog, it's going to be a very emotional one, and I pray I don't strike a nerve, but this is going to be a very factual one also. Do you know that our parents, especially our African parents, damage us before men do? Yes, our parents damage us before women do. You know, many times we are always so focused about the things that are happening outside. We're talking about rape, we're talking about molestation, we're talking about abuse, we're talking about the outsiders. Now let's look inside. Many times the things that are wrong with us start from the inside. The things that we have learned, the things that we know, the things that we grew up with, started from inside, which are our parents, people we are looking up to. Yes, we learn from them more than we hear what they say. What am I trying to say? Many times it's what you see your parents doing that you emulate more than what they tell you. So no matter when you tell your children, pray, and they don't see you praying, they're not going to pray. Now on this video, I want to deliberate on the damage that the normal African parents or parents generally give to their children. Now let's start from the verbal abuse. This abuse actually started from our homes. So I'm not out of it. Most of us came out from toxic homes. Most of us came out from homes that, and trust me, when you see these things, you won't even know when you will start doing them subconsciously. We grew up from a home of, you are mad, you are a bastard, foolish thunder. You know, we heard all that as kids. And sometimes it messes up with our psychology, our psychological everything. Live English, because at this point I'm emotional. So at this point it messes up with our psyche, it damages our brain, because our parents are the closest people to us. You know something, and when outsiders tell you some certain things, they might not even pay you. But when somebody that is close to you tell you that, and it might break you into pieces, because people who know you are people who you have probably lived your life around, who you feel they should believe in you and all that. So our parents do this to us a lot. They have damaged us with verbal abuse. Let's talk about the emotional abuse. Many people in this part of the world marry for the wrong reason. You see many women saying, I'm in the relationship for my children, I'm in the marriage for my children. They always claim that they are doing a lot of things for the children that they are damaging. Many times, I'm an advocate of walking away. Instead of me to stay in a toxic relationship or a violent relationship where my children will constantly see my husband beat me, or my children will constantly see their father beat me, I rather take a walk. Because we keep creating monsters that we hate. That same thing you don't like your husband or your boyfriend doing to you, your child is actually watching it and it's going to do it to some other woman. So if you claim you love them, why leave them in a toxic environment? I feel the true love is when you run away so that they don't get to see those things. Don't forget, like what I said, no matter how you tell your child, don't beat a woman, and he sees his father beating you, he is going to beat a woman. Because let me tell you, children tend to learn fast with what they see than what you tell them. So we need to pay attention of this stuff. Let's bring it to the fact that when it comes to men, because sometimes we always make it look as if she spoil quick, na man spoil am, she begins see man on time. Let's come down to that level, because a lot of women can actually relate to this. Let me tell you, dear parents, if you are a mother listening to this video or you are a father listening to this video, I want you to pay attention. Many parents are the people who drove their daughters into a man's hands. Dear parents, I put it to you that, do you know that many parents are the people who drove their girls, their daughters into a man's hands? Some of us have parents that we cannot talk to. Some of us have parents that we cannot that cannot listen to us. Growing up, sometimes we'll be asking, "Show say na this woman I born me." I had that experience too. It was that bad that when I was growing up, I couldn't even tell my parents that I started menstruating. Because, would I call it, they were too disciplined or they were too gym. Now fear. They instigate this fear inside of you that you cannot talk. You don't know what you are going to say, that they are going to beat you or they are going to insult you. So sometimes you run into a man's hand because he's the only one that have accepted you. You see a young girl telling a man everything about herself. It's not because she can't talk to her parents. That's the truth. And when this boy or this man is able to listen to you, you see yourself giving him your all. That's where it starts from. It starts from communication. A lot of young girls run into men's house just because they are looking for somewhere to talk, someone to talk to. It's not because they are prostitute or because they are whore or because they are loose. No, the society needs to understand this thing. It has nothing to do with prostitution. Sometimes you just want to be heard. You want people to understand how you feel, because most times our parents think that they know how we feel. They know how you are reasoning. They know, I did this thing when you were young. When I was your age, I did. They say all that stuff, but they don't know that there's a lot going on inside of you, that kids also have something they want to say, they want to express themselves. And when you don't give them that opportunity, they look for someone who can listen to them. And that's how we get into wrong hands. We get into small boys that start to make people to take weed. You see your child start to smoke cocaine, your child starts to do drugs and all that. It's because you do not pay attention. So most parents who always say my children are loose, is because you do not listen to them. It's time. That thing we are looking for outside, it's inside the house. Some of our children are damaged just because of the environment, the things that we make them see. If you claim you love your kids, you're going to protect them from seeing it. Many of us are from damaged homes. It only took the special grace of God for us to come out of it. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. And I'm going to tell the story one day, maybe in a soap opera, maybe in my television show. I was one woman who got into early marriage just because I wanted to run away from home. And a lot of women can relate to this. All I wanted was just to get out of home. When we closed from school, then I didn't want to come back because there was nothing to go back to. Dear parents, I beg of you, it's time to look inwards. Those people you are chasing outside are not the problem. The problem starts from inside. A lot of us, our children are empty. It's not money. It's not about keeping food in the house or buying them PS4 and PS5 and PS10. That's not it. Once in a while, sit these children down. Know what is going on in their head. There's a lot of social media everywhere now, internet. They see a lot of things they don't understand. That's the thing. So the internet just makes them swipe through and see so many things they don't understand. And they don't have anybody to ask questions. They begin to assume. They begin to imagine. Sometimes they talk to their peers. What does their parent know? So it's time to make your children your friend, so that they can be able to open up and share with you. That's where you know when they are going astray. All this, you don't have to shout. We've gone past that age. If you're a parent and you come across this video, it's time to unlearn and relearn. All those shouting does not work. At the end of the day, our parents that shouted how far, we still did everything we wanted to do, and we still made the same mistakes they asked us not to make. We are the lucky people who survived our mistake. I made a lot of mistakes that I survived. And that's why every day I sit here and I want to guide you. It's not because I enjoy talking. No, it's because I understand that what I survived might kill you. I love you guys. And if you're a parent out there, it's time for you to begin to pay attention about the things you allow your children see. Protect them. And I love you guys. And as I come your way next time on Relationship Matters with Bless and See You, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification button. You know this is a very intellectual, entertaining and interesting channel. I don't want you to miss anything. Okay, so also subscribe and enjoy yourself. Don't forget, we also have an office located at number 8 Ugoba Street in Independence Layout, and you can call our official number 070-195-11795. I don't need to repeat myself again. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I don't need to be saying it every time. I love you. Come take some sugar, baby.